Good morning, everyone. My name is Chebrolu Bhuvan. In last class, we had discussed about perpendicular lines. We are discussing chapter 5, and this class will discuss about classification of triangles. We are going to discuss about classification of triangles. Okay. We are going to discuss about classification of triangles. And what is a triangle? You know so much about triangle. Okay. Tell some points about triangle. Means what you will tell. A triangle is a three-sided quadrilateral. A triangle is a three-sided quadrilateral. So now we are going to discuss about classification. We have two types of classifications of triangle based on sides, based on angles. And if we mix this both classification, we will get one classification. Okay, let us discuss all the topics. Okay, now we will discuss first based on sides. Okay, we have three types. Okay, we are discuss. It is divided into three types. Okay, see, scalene, isosceles, and we have equilateral triangle. Now, what is the topic on this? Okay, scalene triangle. The measure of all three sides of a triangle are different. Measure of all sides are different. All sides are different. Okay, this is based on classification of side. Okay, for isosceles, we have measure of two sides equal. Measure of two sides equal. And the measure of two sides equal. Two sides equal. And equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. Okay. All sides are equal. And next point, we are having angles. Let us see based on this side. This is classification of sides, but it includes angles also. See, scalene, all three angles are different. All three angles are different. Angles are different. Okay. And next, okay, this one, base angles are equal. Base angles are equal. I will tell in a diagram so that it will be easy. All angle measure is equal. Okay, now these are the main points. Next, now let us see the diagram of scalene triangle. Okay, scalene triangle, let us see. What is the diagram mean? See, now this is a triangle. Okay, this is a triangle. Okay. And then this is 5, 4, 2, and this is 30, 40, 50. If the triangle is in this type, it is known as scalene triangle. Okay. Now, what is isosceles triangle? Let us see. Okay. Now, these two sides are equal. Then we have to draw two lines. This line represents these two sides are equal, and this side is 5 centimeter. And opposite, see, now these two sides are equal. Then these two opposite of this side, this angle, opposite of AB line is C angle. So these two angles are equal. Okay, this is the property of isosceles. Next, equilateral triangle. All sides are equal. Then all sides are equal. All angles are also equal. We have said all angles are also equal. Now, what is the measure of angle? We know measure of angle of triangle is 180 degrees. Okay, 180 degrees. Let us derive it. Okay. Okay, let us derive it. Okay, see, this is an equilateral triangle with all three sides equal, all three angles equal. Now we have to tell, okay, we have to tell what is the measure of each angle. See, we know sum of the angles is 180 degrees in a triangle. Okay, means if we add three angles, we should get 180 degrees. So let us represent this angle as x. So x degrees plus x degrees plus x degrees is equal to 180. See, now if you have 2 plus 2 plus 2, we can write it as 2 into 3. Now, in the same only, x into 3 is equal to 180. It is a multiplication in left hand side. If it goes in the right hand side, it will become division. So x is equal to 180 by 3. Okay. 183. 3 6 are 80. Okay. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we will get it as 60 degrees. So now the measure of angle of equilateral triangle is 60 degrees. Now what we had see the classification is, we had saw the classification of angle based on sides, and we had seen what are the measures of angle of equilateral triangle also. This is one important question they will ask in exam. What is the measure of equilateral triangle? This is one of the important questions. Okay, next. Next to see. We are going to see classification based on angles. See, if all three sides are acute, this is 30, this is 50. Okay. No. Let us take this is some 70. Then this will be 6. Okay. If all three angles are acute angle, then the triangle is known as acute angled triangle. Acute angle triangle. Now what is the definition? If all three angles of a triangle is acute, then the triangle is known as acute angle triangle. And obtuse angle triangle also we have. See, A, B. If one angle is obtuse, one angle obtuse, then the triangle is known as obtuse angle triangle. Obtuse angled triangle. Okay. Okay. If one angle is obtuse in a triangle, then the triangle is known as obtuse angle triangle. And we have one more. Okay. That is right angle triangle. A, B, C. If the one angle is 90, one angle 90, okay, then it is known as right angle triangle, and the angle opposite to the right angle is known as hypotenuse. It's known as hypotenuse. Hypotenuse. Okay. More based on this, we will learn in higher classes. Okay. And next, see. Now I said if we join both the sides and angles, we will be having one angle. That is right angle obtuse triangle. Right angle isosceles triangle. Okay, in this, two sides are equal and one angle measured is 90. Now they will be asking a question in this. Okay. What is the measure of these two angles? What is the measure of angle A and angle C? I said equal side opposite angles are equal. Equal sides opposite angles are equal. Then from that we had found that angle A is equal to angle C. I said now let the angle be x and this also x. I said sum of the angles is 180. This is 90 degrees we know. Then 90 degrees plus x degrees plus x degrees gives 180. Now x2 plus 2 you can write it as 2 into 2. So 90 plus 2 into x gives 180. Now 90 transfer this side. It will be minus. So 2 into x is equal to 180 minus 90, 90 degrees. So x is equal to 90 by 2, that is equal to 45 degrees. This is the one main question they will be asking in the exam. What is the measure of the other two angles or in a right angled isosceles triangle? That will be the question. Okay. Okay. Now the session ends. Let us revise again. Okay. Triangle. Okay. Triangle. Okay. Classification based on sides and angles. Okay. In this sides we have three. Equilateral. Equilateral triangle. Isosceles triangle. And we have scalene triangle. Now, equilateral triangle means all three sides equal and angle measure of is 60 degrees. Isosceles means two sides are equal and the opposite sides angles are base angles are equal. Scalene, all three sides are different. And the angles we have three categories. Acute angled triangle, obtuse angle triangle. Then we have last type is right angle triangle. See this one, all three sides are acute, one side is obtuse and one angle is 90. And from this both we have one classification, right angled isosceles triangle. Okay. Two sides equal with one angle 90. Okay, this is the classification of angle. Now this session ends. We have discussed about angles. Okay. Triangles, classification of triangles. Okay. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can post and you can solve the exercise also. If you like, subscribe. Thank you. See you in next class.